They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 33, here's second and a yard. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Well, this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Lawrence will throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. Touchdown. Travis Etienne. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Once more, Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete to Likely. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That red man coverage decided to test him early, and it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball.
There he goes, right side. Travis Etienne. He's got a full head of steam. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it,
nothing. 21-0 our score after one. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. This time Jackson will throw it. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So 4th down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here they're in a reasonable spot to go for it.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, 48 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Lawrence running right on the option. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Toss left side for ETN.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. On the slant, he'll give it to Jones.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Finding room at midfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jackson on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
On second down, Lawrence. And this one too low.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lawrence. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. And the Jags grab it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. On play action, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Lawrence on the sneak. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Steps away to his left. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
from the 48-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jackson now. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Adam Gotsis able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Kyle Hamilton picks it down to the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A give running right, Etienne. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Lawrence. That is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Connects with Duvernay. There he goes left side. He's got room past the 30. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Throwing. Jackson.
Flushed out right.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Here comes second down. Now Jackson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And they'll go on the ground. Pushes past him. And he will have a Jaguars first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.